Thrive in the thunder, or let the rain wash you away. Let's get ready for a Pokemon Showdown! Yes, we are back with a whole new wave of hype. Hopefully something even greater for you to enjoy today, chat. Or tonight. Whenever you may be watching, either live or in the post. Thank you guys all for your hype, the energy. It truly means the most to this host. And we're gonna go beyond to the stars. Hopefully we face the night and the thunder alike today in a thriving stream dancing across the lightning as it spazzes and flashes across the fields. We stand here ready for battle. Thrive in the thunder or let the rain wash you away today. Welcome in. We can't turn down the hype, but I do want to welcome you all in properly. Thank you guys all for joining us. Hopefully you guys had a wonderful holiday, and we're bringing in the week right. We've had all kinds of great feasts and joyous occasions throughout the weekend, and now back into the week. We are gearing up. We are going to bring all of that energy, all that celebration, all of that hype. We're going to push forward and try and thrive in our own lives. That is you, that is I, that is everyone watching in between on both sides of the screens. We will take this energy, and this week we will truly make it ours. And that I believe, chat. I believe in and I believe in you. We are gonna make these dreams come true. The storm can't last forever, chat. So let's face it while we can. And take a moment to celebrate this epic hype. We're bringing it in with some heavy metal today, chat. As you can see, I felt it fit the scene. This one is quite gorgeous. See if I can get the thing to go away. Sleepy Hollow is the creator. They only have 215 subscribers, so let's go and give them a follow as well over on YouTube. How has your week been, Disco? Thank you, Cloud, for the additional shout out there. You're a legend. Have you been enjoying some of the Thunder Cup? Have you been facing the storm? I've heard it is a mighty tough cup. I only have the experience from last year and then one series of your sets, and that's it. That's been our journey in the Electric Cup. A lot has changed. It's still kind of the same, but with so many new moves now, it's a very interesting cup. It's quite unpredictable, but like at the same time that there's such a limited amount of stuff. It's like you're trying to predict the series that you're gonna see those things in. Are you a common battler? I also think that the Electro Cup is great because of those ways that you have to predict the combinations. Is great for anyone that has to practice for like bring 6, pick 3 brackets. like you kind of know the generalized lockdown of the meta, and now you just have to predict which order you're going to see it in and build your best order for that. Kind of a lot more different because you're trying to anticipate how many times you're going to see those teams to get like a good rating. You know, you want to go 3-2 at least. It's 5 different battles. So I think it's a great one for anyone that's on their journey. You are facing the storm. Oh shit. Well, hey, you know, in the storm, in the darkest of night, when thunder and lightning strike, that's where stars are born, Disco. You are a star. Hopefully we can get you electrified and ready for your week, because I'm counting on you. And you we believe. Let's give Disco some hype, chat. And let's get hyped up ourselves. It's time. We can delay no longer. The storm is at our doors. And when the window shakes your shutters, will you hide? Will you cower? Or will you stand and be the front that breaks the wind? The windbreaker of all that choose to stand behind you. Let's go. Round 1. Fight. And we see Dedenne versus Galvantula in the lead here. This is going to be interesting. They swap to Golem. Big damage coming in from the Golem already. Galvantula has to watch out. This is not the best spot for Galvantula to be. But I just want that shield down. And now let's put some work down on this Golem. Go, Lantern, go. The fish with a heart of gold, and it continues to glow. Let's shield up. I need Lantern here. Do we get the farm down? This would be huge. Lantern says you're in deep waters now, my friend. We're going to throw this resisted surf. I'm not too good with the thunder just yet, but it's 100, so it's a lot longer to get to. And on the chance that they do shield, we need a lot more from Lantern here. Parabolic Charge does bring us close to being KO'd. And we want to watch out. We know how Dedenne can just rev up. But Lantern is pretty powerful. I wouldn't say that powerful, though. Let's go to Galvantula, finish this out with our last shield. Keep Lantern around as a possibility for farming this thing down. Whatever they have in the back has no energy yet. Here it comes, though, to make some, and it's toxicity. That's not good. Dedenne is not going to help us against this thing at all. We're going to hope that a Bug Buzz and Lantern are enough. This thing's got energy, though, right? And so now if I go right into Lantern, I'm kind of fucked. I think the best play is to let him KO our Dedenne. I'm sorry, Dedenne. This is the best you can do for us in this fight. I'm sorry I wasn't a better trainer. I should have found you a better spot in this fight. Okay, that... At least their energy's out of the way. Damn, this thing's so strong. Holy shit. Dedenne versus Dedenne. Damn. We just won this by the fucking hair on our chin. Holy shit. GG. Game 1. We did find a spot for Dedenne, though. Holy shit. Dedenne versus Dedenne. Bringing it to a close. Toxicity is such a monster. Wow. I can't believe it was able to just do our fucking Lantern like that. I mean, wow. Let's watch out for that in the future, chat. Galvantula is our best solution there. Now I'm kind of scared to be leading Galvantula. Maybe this is why we haven't seen so many Galvantulas in the lead in the mirror match. Holy shit. What else are we supposed to do there? We kind of just have to let Lantern go down. Oh, man. Okay. All right, well, if we're going to see a counter, we're going to see it right now. Toxicity again. Here it is. Let's play ball. They have shields, we have shields. Let's see how the matchup goes on early in the game instead of late in the game. Man, look at that toxicity. Just put work down into Lantern, though. That thing is terrifying. But you know what? This will open up Galvantula into the no shields against the Golem. This will assure that our Dedenne is not lined up against this toxicity. This will put us in a much better spot in the long run. Lantern, you are the fish that captivated my heart this season, but I'm afraid I gotta let you go down here. Just kidding! Go, Lantern! I put it all on you! Let's go! Lantern gets the farm down once they've dropped their defense harshly again. And now it is up to Lantern to wash away this Raichu. I can hear the rain pounding down on the ground. Lantern can hear the saxophones. Oh, man, I should have made the catch right there, though. It's all right. Galvantula, I know you weren't born with the best HP stat, but you just got to tank this for me, brother. Oh, but we... No, and it might be all over. We are in so much trouble now. We are in so much trouble now. Oh, no. Thank you, Dedenne, for tanking that somehow. Go for Parabolic Charge. They do just drop their defense while we raise ours. There's just no way. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay! Dedenne! Let's go! We somehow found a spot for Dedenne in both of those matches at the end of the game without knowing it. That defense buff put us in a position where the next battle of Farm Down was not even a competition. They had like that much health, we had like that much health, but we had the defense buff. Wow. Holy shit. We need to watch out for this toxicity. I'm not sure how much better we could have possibly played that. We kind of overestimated our own Galvantula, though. I know that Galvester's HP is not the best, so I gotta watch out when I do that. And now we see the Graveler, which is basically the same thing as the Golem, but one evolution before in Flaffy. This is an interesting combination here. I haven't really seen Flaffy before. Don't know quite what it can do. Showing off a little bit of its bulk there. I'm kind of scared of a grass move because they switched in on it to counter Lantern. It's Power Gym. Okay. Very, very, very interesting. Do we just go for the farm down here? We do. 1 to 2 on the shields. They are in control of the shields. Will they throw a shield here? They do. A shield comes into play. I think we're going to switch away. Switch right into the catch. Dedenne, it is your time to make something happen here. Lunge connects. And then they switch into Graveler. I think I just let Dedenne go down, though. We've seen some amazing play from Dedenne, but here when we know everything else is just so much more valuable into this lineup, I think we just let Dedenne go down, use our shields where we need them. Oh man, I'm gonna be a little energy dry here, but we're all right. We're all right. Oh, they block that. Okay, that's actually huge. Yeah, I'm gonna go for a block of our own. This might get a little close, chat. Lunge connects, KOs. They now have no energy. But no, we can't get to the Thunder. GG. That was an excellently fought battle. A true battle of attrition. I did not underestimate that Graveler at all. Not even for a second. Flaffy was very interesting and where my main concern was, and maybe we put too much concern into making sure we had that matchup won. However, that battle is gone. This battle is on. Battle number 4. It's Lanturn versus Galvester in the lead. Lanturn is doing some phenomenal work with its farm down so far. It is absolutely working the energy down. But that is a huge... They're like, all right, I leave. That is a huge hit that they just let go through. Maybe they thought we were going to go for the bait and switch, but we have no better bait than the energy ball. A crazy hit, and then they just quit. Would have been great to see the rest of that lineup. We're still a little shy on what the closing days of this meta could look like, but we've seen some crazy diversity here already. Let's finish bracket number 1 strong. Here we go. How's the music, chat? Are we hyped? Battle number 5 begins, and it's the mirror match. Galvester versus Galvantula. The game begins. Double switch. Both trainers are at the top of their game. We're watching the clash of 2 great trainers at work. Dedenne versus Ampharos in the middle match. Dedenne lands the parabolic charge. Its defense is now raised. They let the attack go through. Trainer Doinks surrenders shield control. He says, here you go. I'm keeping Dedenne as healthy as possible, but we can't block 2 brutal swings. We do have 1 defense buff. The next brutal swing connects through. We get a good gauge of how much it will do. Parabolic charge going through again. Let's see what they choose to do here. This will be defense buff number 2. They're putting themselves in a dangerous position here. Once Dedenne has that 3rd buff, it is almost all but too late. You know what? Here it goes. All shields down on Dedenne. Dedenne, bring this battle home. Dedenne going for shield defense buff number 3. And there goes their first shield. This trainer has been very excellent at conserving their shields, but now they have started to give them out. There goes one. A swift connects through for some damage, but we know that their farm down just doesn't do enough. Here we go, parabolic charge again. We are now maxed on defense. Before they can get the KO, making a switch here. Gonna be interesting. Not too much that Lanturn can actually do, but getting some farm down, getting some more energy out of the way might be the only play we have left. We have a catch, so we could possibly make the same play that they could make, just on Dedenne instead. instead of using a shield. So getting up a little bit of energy here isn't the worst. Ampharos has its energy left though. I haven't really seen Ampharos do too much other than that big brutal swing. Damn. Okay. GG. What an excellent battle. Ampharos just had just enough pressure with those brutal swings to push Dedenne down low enough that the Hisuian Electrode, when brought in, was slightly faster. That was just such a good battle. I put it all down on the line on Dedenne, thinking those defense buffs were going to be just too much to farm down, hoping we'd get to maybe a 4th parabolic charge, which we did. But let's go. I was like, maybe 4 or 5 parabolic charges puts them in a position where they just throw shields into the wind, just start panicking, knowing that that defense was revving up, and that we had 2 whole healthy Pokemon in the back. But it just wasn't enough to bluff our way to victory. They remained cool, calm, and collected. Brutal swing after brutal swing did put us in a range that they didn't have to finish it with Ampharos. They were able to switch into Electrode and do kind of the same thing with Swift, where it's not doing a lot of damage, but it's doing just enough, just fast enough, faster than our parabolic charge. It was a really great battle. I think the one thing I would have changed is shields on Dedenne. I think it would have been a crazy tactic though if we could have got him switching out, throwing shields, basically. You know, I was trying to create a little panic, a little pressure, get him to play less smooth, because I recognized how smooth they were playing. From the very beginning, they were a great trainer. The mirror match was excellent. Both players kind of revved up, switched out at the exact moment. It was just a beautiful, beautiful, well-played battle, and I recognized exactly how strategic and tactical they were, and I kind of just wanted to pressure them out of that state of mind. But they were locked in. They were absolutely locked in. Shout out to that trainer. Great battle, a great end to a great bracket. Let's get hyped up for that. Whoa! That was a good one. That was a beautiful. It's Golem in the lead position here. We're gonna make a quick switch to Lantern. They make a switch into Pawmont, which is really too bad. Could have grass maybe, so. I've seen a lot of Pawmont, but I don't really see them too much. I usually switch into them, and when I have a lot of energy built up, they usually protect a lot of energy that they have built up if I use my shield. So I guess we're gonna kind of see together. It's close combat. I'm gonna block the first one here, just to be sure. Then maybe even just go for the farm down from here. Go into their Raichu. I think we got to get Lantern out of here now. They're definitely going to go right back in the cold one. But that's perfect, because now we barely get enough energy to launch an energy ball. Dedenne here. Force him out of a little bit of energy. Ow, that's scary to think about. But this should KO. They're definitely going. They're trying to farm us down so that they can get the Trailblaze off on poor fish. But thankfully Lantern is safely hidden away back to the team. And Dene is able to close out against the Raichu. Let's go. That's battle number 1, but there are many strong battles ahead. Battle number 2. This is the Pokemon that we were wary of having that absorbing ability. Being able to absorb electricity, but it does not appear to have that ability in Pokemon Go. So that is very nice. What is not nice is that they're up in shield control here. 1 to 2 on the shield, and then they go into Galvantula. See what they would like to do here. They go for the shield. So now we're 1 to 1 on the shield. Make a catch onto Dene. Nasty cross poison goes through. And then they switch into, is this a regular Electrode? Not even a Hisuian Electrode. Yes, it is. Cantonian Electrode. Which I'm not too sure that Galvantula has a lot of play into. But more than anything, I just want to get a little bit of that energy built up. And energy ball is less energy. We could potentially get to 2 of these faster, so it's time to start seeing what we can do, Galvantula. Not quite to the next energy ball. They are going to go ahead and throw first here. Cross poison connects. Should have went for the Surf, built up for the Thunder. Scared that the Surf was not going to do enough. But the cross poison doesn't KO, but unfortunately we do not get a chance to throw our Surf. Even though we already had it, it does not register in time. Very unfortunate, but that is the way it goes sometimes. So now we are on to battle number 3. Both trainers ready. Here we go. It's Graveler versus Galvantula. Gonna build up a little bit of energy. I hope I didn't stay in too long. They make a quick switch. They are now on Hisuian Electrode. We've definitely got a grass move waiting for us. Oh no. Well, that is a tough call. One we can't afford to make twice. Hopefully not a bait and a switch. Good call there. We keep a shield, so now they're still up 1 shield. They're not interested in sacrificing it there. Galvantula so quick. Alright. But now we have this Graveler to worry about. I might be able to push him out of shields with Galvantula though. Still. Alright. Well, in order to win, I think we have to let Galvantula go down here. Thank you for getting rid of the Electrode. We will have to take it from here. Lantern switches in after the KO. Let's see, can you make it up? No, go, go, go. Just not quick enough. Dedenne putting all the weight of the team on its back. And then a Togedemaru switch in. Electric Mouse versus Electric Mouse. The showdown begins. Parabolic Charge connects through. Not doing too much, but we do get a defense boost. The battle is on. Wild Charge connects. Not very effective, but huge damage as their defense goes down. They prepare for another round. They still have Graveler in the back. This does not KO. We get a little bit more energy here. And it's Graveler's turn to switch in. Dedenne reaches the discharge, but will it be enough to KO? Go, Dedenne, go! Dedenne picks up the KO against that crazy Graveler. Wow, what a match. Now that's a Pokemon showdown. Right. I believe this is battle number 4. Trainers, are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go! Raichu versus Galvantula in the lead. This is a crazy matchup. Do we make a catch? No, we don't. They are conservative with that energy, building up, building up, building up. But to what is the question? I think we're going to throw one shield down. Trailblaze connects through, but then they immediately switch out. So we're not going to have to worry about the attack boost from Trailblaze. However, we are not switching out. We are throwing the Parabolic Charge from Dedenne. We pick up a defense boost, but I do know that this thing in front of us is an absolute monster. We learned that in one of the battles that we just lost here. So let's get ready. I think we have to double down on Dedenne here. Sometimes that has been such a bad call, but I do believe it gives us a lot of opportunity here to at least hit this one more time, get a second defense boost before they can land any attack. Their shield is now gone. I don't think we have to go for the Parabolic Charge anymore. We go for the much quicker Discharge, which is nearly ready to go again thanks to that little bit of overfarm. And that doesn't do nearly anything. That is unfortunate. Okay, maybe we do have to go for a Parabolic Charge. That's what they're going to do. Their shields are out of the way, so I am much less worried about that Graveler now, but I am pretty worried about this thing. It is using Parabolic Charge as well. That I have not seen it do yet. And that defense boost. That defense boost is nothing to play about. Man, they are going to pick up the KO here. But I think we'll be alright. Get a little bit of energy. Then they go, I can't throw my attack. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Oh, shit. That's super not good. Dedenne, I'm so sorry. It's up to you. I'm not sure 2 discharges would even be enough here, though. GG, Galvantula Shadow. Vige! Thank you so much for the raid! We are here amidst the storm. Can you hear the rain? Can you feel the electricity in the air? Danger is everywhere. But hopefully if we stand, you can stand too. And go further. Go beyond. I leave it to you, Vige. Hopefully you're having some amazing Electric Cup battles. tuning in with us, with all your awesome supporters. Hope all of you guys are getting electrified and shooken up, getting riled up. Because that's what we're here to do. Rile you up on this Monday, send you hyped into your week. Zoko Samos, thank you so much for the follow. No, today the energy is yours. Today I cannot perform the spirit bomb. No matter how much energy you give me, I must remember, today is yours. You take the energy. I believe in you now. Go, you perform the spirit bomb, Zoko. It is your chance. It is your time. Stand amongst the storm and shine. Show them your resolve. It is our time. Let's go. Battle number 5. This decides it all. 2-2. What will the tiebreaker bring? Here we go. Haiba! Let's go! Raichu versus Galvantula in the lead again. Not a big fan of this. We build up some energy. We switch out. Lantern's turn. I am wary of the Trailblaze. And it's a Brick Break. Very nice. Not good, not good, not good. Our defenses drop. Raichu is in a very good energy spot right now. If they do have Trailblaze, they know I'm not going to be expecting it now. Can we get the farm down? Go Lantern! No! Okay. I am kind of concerned that now they're going to bait and switch. Holy shit. We're still in this. Raichu's down. But they took a lot out of us on their way, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, Galvantula switches in. Pawmot ready to unleash. Not a close combat. Please don't be a close combat. Thunder Punch. Oh yeah, we've already seen that. Thunder Punch is pretty good, okay. At least it's not a close combat. Galvantula dropping the energy back now. That is it for Pawmot. We're looking a little shaky in the back against this Golem, though. I believe in you. Go! Lantern! No! Fuck. We are almost in parabolic charge range, though. It's not over yet. I've seen Dedenne do some crazy work before. They do have so much energy, though. Maybe I should have let Dedenne try from the start. No, we're in parabolic charge range. 1 minute. Hold on. Do not leave your seat. Dedenne! Oh, no. Wait a minute. Dedenne! Let's go! Let's go! What a phenomenal bracket! Ladies and gentlemen, you may now leave your seats! Let's go, Dedenne, bringing the fucking roof off this place! Holy shit! Dedenne's got the energy now! Thank you, mods, for the shout out! GG indeed! Fuck! That was a crazy one! Holy shit! I'll be honest, chat. I do not know how we won that one. Not too sure how Dedenne was able to close that out. I knew they were to the second Rock Blast, but I also knew 1 Rock Blast didn't kill. 2 Rock Blasts, though. 2 Rock Blasts would have killed us as fast as that Golem was charging us down, so. Maybe the smart move there would have been... It's so hard for me to play Dedenne, because in my brain I'm confusing it with Morpeko, which I just got used to Morpeko. And now I'm like visually confusing Dedenne and Morpeko. But Dedenne can take just a little more. It's strong. It's defensively actually way more bulky than Morpeko. And my hesitation to let it lead into situations like that is what makes these battles so close. If I was a little bit more experienced with Dedenne, I think that would have been probably less scary of a battle. But I am not. I am not so sure when it is time for Dedenne to make its debut into the battle. However, in that case, it made its way into the battle one way or another, and it pushed through to the end for us. Thank you, Dedenne, for closing that battle out. Is that a good Furret? Sorry, I left it on that screen there. Is that a good Furret? Nice. Sucker punch and swift, huh? Very nice. Very nice. Oh, it is pretty good. Just missing some defense. Not too bad. I'll star it and come check back in on it later. Alright. We gotta at least make our way through one more bracket. Hopefully we can close it out positive. Cloud, also, do you think you could get that pole running? That would be legendary. Go ahead and start that at any time. And now we see Morpeko make its way into the battlefield. This is what I was kind of just a little wary of. I think they are at an aura wheel right now. Yeah, they are. All right. Galvantula. Oh. I don't think so, Stinky. Let's swap into Lantern and save all that energy. I'm so glad I didn't press that button, because I was mere moments away. They got 2 shields right now. I mean, yeah, as long as you got some of those ones that are mentioned, I'm okay with all those. No ideas are bad ideas. It's for chat. It's a celebration for you guys. I can always customize and make my own for whatever I want it to be. We're gonna have to do this battle one-handed. Galvantula was super effective. Wow, his coverage in that battle was so vital. That made for an epic bracket number 1, or battle number 1 for that bracket. Let's get into the next one though. I'm sure Galvantula can't remain steady, or can he? Sylvester Stallone, our hometown Rocky, rocking in the ring, rocking and rolling with the Thunder Strike. Here we go, battle number 2 ignites. It's Galvantula versus Ampharos. I think our best play here is the catch right here. Magikarp, Psyduck, and Carl. Throw Whiscash in there. And that'll be good. That'll be solid. We're trying to make a special effect where it's like the scene from Neverending Story. It's like Neverending Story. The Neverending Story. You guys know. It's like that. But we're replacing the Neverending Story dragon with one Pokemon. And we're gonna have a vote for the Pokemon. right now, live. Oh, we're in a little trouble. We're in a lot of trouble, actually. They're saving up for something bigger than Rocks Bros, too. The Dene with one snap move. Please don't be an earthquake. Our defense is up 1 here. An earthquake would absolutely shatter it right now, though. Stone Edge. Oh. Damn! We were 1 single tap away from the energy ball. But 1 tap is just like horseshoes and hand grenades. We weren't quite there just yet. The target just out of range. What a great battle. That Graveler continuing to show, even if we have grass moves, even if we have water moves, it's something to be wary of. It's a very good Pokemon. Let's get into the next battle. Here we go. Battle number 3. Pawmont versus Sylvester. Get him, Galvester. Damn, I really thought that was a close combat, too. A block here. They're up shield. What do you think they do here? Brick break again. And they dip out and go into Raichu. Oh man, this team is going to be very interesting. Okay, probably a Golem in the back. There's no use in trying to spare Lantern now. I think we need to get the energy out of the way from Raichu to let the Dene go into this. I'm going to put more trust into Dene at the end of the matchup, actually. I think, even if it is a Golem, at this point we have enough energy onto Dene, but there's no way it's going to get to a Stone Edge this time. And we are in a world of hurt, though. Ow. They go back into Pawmont. KO'd. And then it's more Peko. Okay, well, we're up a little bit of energy, but 1 fucking Aura Wheel might literally murk us. We might just get ran down by the hamster. More Peko, don't do it, please. Oh, shit, that does so much damage. Holy shit. Ow. Oh, Dedenne, thank you so much. Go, Dedenne! Let's go. Wow. Lightning is striking every which way. Wow. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't too sure what to expect there. Dedenne just happened to make it to that next Parabolic charge. 1 defense boost, just enough to hang on to make it to the 2nd charge. But we were up a lot of energy, so there's no way to like tell how we would have got to that against regular Morpeko. My estimate would be we wouldn't. If we weren't up energy there, we probably lost. Okay. Now, Oricorio versus Galvester. They are doing some actual work real quick, though. I'm going to switch. We make this catch. I'm not sure what Oricorio can do, though. Aerial Aid. Yeah, that's not going to do too much. And I was actually unaware that this thing wasn't even electric. News to me. 2-2 on the shields. They go into Raichu. Solid play here, solid play. Oh, I just wanted to get one surf to collide on our way out. But it looks like that's probably not going to happen. Oh, it's a brick break. Never mind. We will get one surf on the way out here. Now I think we will keep what we have left there just so that we have a safe swap later. Raichu could brick break us and they'll drop our defense. But now their last shield's out of the way and our defense is up. So when this one collides, oh shit, wait. Not brick break at all. Ow. Graveler, huh? It's alright, we got an energy ball, lying in wait. And unfortunately you don't have any shields left, so this is gonna hurt. Galvester! 1-2! Let's go! Colliding with the energy ball and then one quick attack afterwards, Fury Cutter, able to take down the Graveler that lies in wait. We didn't even use our shields that battle. I was kind of expecting something scarier in the back since the Gravelers had hid away momentarily, but it was a Graveler. I was just happy to make it past Raichu, I'll be honest. When it hit us with Trailblaze, I was like, oh, we're kind of in a little bit of a predicament now. Playing mind games that weren't even real, thinking, oh, we're going to go up one defense, and now we're up one. They're going to drop our defense. The best time to block is actually not now, because right now we have plus defense. They throw back to back after they drop our defense. That's the best time to block while we're trying to get to the next parabolic charge. However, our next opponent just surrenders the Galvantula Mirror Match there, which is very, very fortunate for us, because these 4-1s have honestly been pretty rare this spring for trainer joints. So I'll take all the 4-1s we can get. We battled out the 3-2, and then we get a 4-1. So I'm very, very happy for the 4-1. That'll help. And it's going to move us along into some slightly stronger battles as well. So we'll get some even crazier matchups. I think. Let me check here real quick. We might be able to do one more bracket. We might be able to rock out one more. Did you get that pole running? Oh, it's running now. Let's go. Just want to make sure I didn't miss it. Make sure you guys throw a vote into that poll there. It's going to be much like the Never-Ending Story. It's going to be pretty funny. We got a couple options there for you guys. If you're wondering who Carl is, it is the llama from Llama with Hats. But the closest thing I can find in the Pokedex is Jirigaraf. So that is potentially the Pokemon it's going to be. Let's see what you guys vote for. Hit that poll. And I think we got time for one more bracket. We already did 2, right? So this is technically bracket 4. We did 1 before we went on halftime, and then we came back, did 2. Now we're on bracket number 4. Let's get ready for a Pokemon Showdown! Trainer Doinks, are you ready? Trainer Thuggy, are you ready? 4. It's Morpeko versus Galvantula in the lead. Morpeko is putting some absolute work in, but so is Galvantula. These Aura Wheels are devastatingly powerful. They might be forcing me out of a shield early on here, but we're taking a lot of their health with them. It is a fair trade as we build up a lot of energy on Galvantula. Will Morpeko even see another attack? No, it will not. Galvester, quick on its feet in the ring. Oh, and then they go into Raichu. We're in a lot of trouble. We're in a lot of trouble. We're in a lot of trouble. Lantern switches in. Galvester takes some heavy hits, but now it's Lantern's turn to put in some work. Please do not trailblaze me. It is a trailblaze, and that we know has gotta hurt. Lantern takes the trailblaze, but even when we're hurt, we gotta put in work. It's time, Lantern. Oh, man. Oh, man. Dedenne. Here goes our last shield. Raichu is really in a dominant position here with this, all the energy it's got, knowing its attacks are so powerful, knowing it can land them this way, that way, and the next way. But guess what? Dedenne connecting this parabolic charge is gonna hurt. Not as much as we would have hoped. Now it's Togedemaru's turn. Dedenne does have a +1 defense. Gyro Ball collides through with some crazy damage though. Dedenne throwing an attack once again, and now with the second defense boost, Togedemaru's quick attacks are not really going to be doing too much damage. They choose to shield. We're up 2 defense. They're going to have to throw something or get KO'd here. Dedenne taking advantage of their greed. Galvantula might have 2 energy balls ready to throw. Can we go back to back? Here it goes. No! Togedemaru jumping in with a powerful gyro ball. Oh no, it's wild charge. GG! What an incredible display of Pokemon battling. That was legendary. That was a very, very good battle. Togedemaru was able to resist those parabolic charges, and even with our defense boost, having utility to that gyro ball to do just devastating amounts of damage was a key factor in that fight. Very good battle for that trainer. But now we are on to the next. Let's see a Pokemon Showdown! They make a switch into Magnezone here. That is a very interesting choice. Magnezone is very powerful, and I will not underestimate it. We were going to throw a shield. They have a lot of energy, though, and they switched out. Wild Charge connects into a shield. Their defense drops harshly, and now they're at the mercy of these farm downs. Well, not quite at the mercy of these farm downs. A Wild Charge does connect, and now they're at the mercy of these farm downs. They send Raichu back in. Lantern has a lot of energy built up now. And being able to throw 2 Surfs is going to get a lot of their resources out of the way, or a lot of health off the Raichu. Okay, all their resources are depleted. They don't throw any more energy though. Very, very, very smart. I think we have to go into Dedenne here. Usually I don't want to throw, oh no. Usually I don't want to throw the shield on a Brick Break, but there I'm kind of okay to see it. But then I immediately regret it as they switch out. That is going to be very, very unfortunate. We did get the defense drop off of us. I don't know if they have... Oh, man, they have cross poison. Well, that's just honestly really not good. But we might be able to just KO him here. The Dene does not want to see one of those cross poisons connect. We do KO him, and we get a little bit of energy at the same time. Whatever this is, the Dene merely needs to hold on to throw one more attack. Brick Break connects through. Our defenses drop, but then it's time for this discharge, and this is not that heavy hitting, but Raichu is so low on HP. That is the game. Good work to Dene. Whew. The Dene is winning a lot of these tough games for us, I'll be honest. But Lantern put in a lot of work there, too. Galvester was really, really trying his best. Can't count Galvester out. He did some solid work. Wish cast. It's alright. It's close enough, we'll know. And then we see Golem in the lead. But they sit there and wait a long moment to decide what they should do. They're caught between wanting to switch to a Pokemon and they switch to Electrode. Really curious there. Really curious. They let that go through, which really doesn't even do too much damage, I'm going to be honest. Trailblaze here really hurts. I feel... Oh, it's Energy Ball. Okay. I panicked for a second there, thinking they just bait and switched me, but Energy Ball is just actually really quick. And it is a good one that good one to make sure that we blocked. But it's probably not a bait and switch. It's probably just their best move for this situation. They're going to keep their shields. Electrode goes down, which is okay, because Electrode is scarier than the Graveler. But... Oh, no. There's also a toxicity to worry about. Power-up punch is a good call. Now its attack is boosted. That attack doesn't do too much damage, but it does raise their attack. And now they could potentially be a problem. We've seen this thing be dangerous before with its farm down. That's before it was even attack boosted. Now it is down a lot of health. And they surrender. They see the writing on the wall. They know Galvantula has so much energy. We also have Dedenne in the back with full health. There's only... That toxicity is only going to last in this matchup for 1 second. It might throw a super strong attack, but it's only going to hit one of the two. And that leaves their Graveler versus our Golem. Carl! Did Carl actually win? Okay, Carl it is. I will get to work on the new special effect we will be adding for Carl the Jirigaraph. I'll be working on that. It'll be like the never-ending story on the back of the dragon. And we will be working on getting that up probably by the next stream or so. I already have most of it done, but Jirigaraph is not in the water, so I'm going to have to probably work on that. So I'm going to have to switch some things around, so I'm not guaranteeing it'll be done by the next Pokemon Go stream, but it should be. That's our estimation. No guarantees, but hopefully Carl will be around soon as like an intro in for the stream or something. It'll be pretty cool. So while you're waiting for that just starting and you're rocking out, just know at any moment Carl's going to come galloping onto the screen. All right, now the bracket is bound to conclude. The storm cannot last forever. Trainer, on your mark. It's Graveler versus Galvester in the lead. Graveler is a dominant threat, but Doink switches out into Lantern pretty quickly. And now we see Lantern versus the Galvantula of their own. An incoming energy ball is quite scary. It is, however, a lunge that would have been a good call to make. I'm not so sure on Galvester's, Galvantula's moveset. So I'm unaware of how long it can get to other moves or how fast. Kind of was just scared of the energy ball there. At this point, I'm not too sure that it matters. Lanturn has basically fulfilled its use for us here. And a good call onto the lunge. We do make it to another surf, which does mean they're out of just a little more resources. This is, however, still a very difficult battle to win. Oh, they send in Raichu. This is actually pretty good for us. They have one Pokemon that remains that absolutely destroys our health, and they have one Pokemon that remains that we can put some work in on. They just made the switch, so I'm going to throw this just in case they don't shield here. And now I'm going to switch into Dedenne and hopefully close it out with Dedenne. Rock Blast connects through for some heavy damage. The next Rock Blast will definitely KO us. However, Discharge connects. Dedenne just not quite enough to close this out, but we do have a defense buff right now, which means we might hang into this matchup just a little bit longer. They recognize this, they switch. Galvester trying to do his best here to switch in and build up energy off the Raichu. We're just not quite quick enough. Psyshock connects through. Galvester is pretty low on health. He's not going to make it through. Good battle to that trainer. I mean, wow. Graveler was there. We've seen him navigating around. We knew we had to get Galvester into good footing. And then seeing the Raichu on top of that, I was like, okay, good. Now we have at least two spots. Maybe we can't catch that Graveler, but we can at least put Galvester somewhere that he's going to be good in this matchup. Maybe we'll come out of it with energy. We'll have it in the back line. However, we were just so low after the initial matchup. There was not much for Galvester left. Our HP was low. Our wits were sharp. We were following the switches. We were trying, but that trainer just had the control there. They were very experted at battling and maneuvering around the battlefield there. Give them a round of applause as we go to conclude this bracket. The eye of the storm is long gone. Rain and calm and rain again. Here we go. Watch as the storm strikes into the sky one last time. Galvester versus Morpeko into the lead here. They quickly switch into a Galvantula of their own. We're going to make a counter switch and go to Morpeko. Morpeko with the one shield down now. This trainer is currently up in shield control. Cross Poison connects through. We cannot let that connect on Morpeko. Another Cross Poison is going to attempt to come through. And again, we cannot let this connect on Morpeko. Another solid block there. We're going to build up a little bit of energy. I'm going to just try and double discharge. Let's press them out of their remaining shields. Since they want to push our shields out of the game, let's go ahead and get rid of theirs as well. Maybe not. We did have the discharge ready to go, but we're just not quite able to connect it before their Cross Poison goes off. It may look like a CMP type, but it definitely was not. We just had a little bit of lag there. Now they switch out back into their Morpeko, which is not good. We do not want to see Lanturn here, but we don't know just yet. An Aura Wheel is definitely going to put some... Oh, it's Seed Bomb. Okay. That's not nice. Now their attack... Oh, no, that's true. Now they at least get that off, though, so that's not good at all. I was hoping they were going to go for Aura Wheel and KO Lanturn here, because that's the best case scenario. Then we get to go into Galvantula for free, farm down. However, now they go into their Galvantula. We possibly could have got to a discharge here. However, they're going to throw Frost Poison. They'll have no energy left. And the story is a little bit different. Oh, fuck. I accidentally hit lunge there. That's not good. The story is a little bit different. Our Galvantula has a little bit of energy. But they have Rotom in the back. Another tough, wonderful battle. Very tough. That solidifies another loss, though, in that final bracket, making it 2-3. That was a very, very tough bracket. We saw some very great trainers there, as we expected after the amazing 1 and 4 bracket. You expect to see some very great trainers following a bracket like that. And that we did D&C. But still, that leaves us up positive 4 battles because our 3 and 2 cancels that 2 and 3 out entirely, meaning we are up the entire bracket or not the entire bracket, but the entire 4 and 1. So we're still up 3, which is pretty solid, and leaves us. Oh, and we had another 3 and 2, so we're actually up 4. Yes. We are up 4 points there. It leaves us with 1 bracket still to film with, which is just perfect, and concludes exactly how riding out the storm should be. It should be thunderous and full of big strikes of lightning. The moment should feel like it rattles the walls, and the storm itself feels like it could take up everything from around you. That's exactly how moments of great fear and despair and darkness feel. That's what the storm is, but the storm was born to pass, rolling across the winds, rolling across the realm like the breeze. And no matter if you lose or win, you will still continue to be. After every great storm, on the next day, flowers are born. Continue to shine, continue to grind. Take this energy of mine. Now, it is up to you. I believe in you, Chet. Face the storm. Even if the winds are blowing dust in your face and it's hard to see. Even if the lightning strikes are blinding. Even if the darkness is even more blinding. Push through. Because I believe in you! See you at the stars.